These days, most people are pretty choosy about what they watch on television. With streaming, YouTube, and everything else, it's not like the old days of 3 or 4 channels. There's so much choice now. Not just what to watch, but when. So if you've got something on the screen, chances are you've picked it. Unless you're at the gym. Most mornings, that's where I am, on a cross-trainer in front of a bank of televisions, and I'm not in charge of what's on. Someone else is. And although I try, the screens are hard to avoid. One thing I now know more about than I ever intended is reality television dating shows. Watching them has brought me face to face with a part of culture I wouldn't usually know anything about. It's helped me understand some things that people are saying, and it's given me an insight into the modern dating world. And I've noticed a trend. Across all the different formats of shows and the many personalities, I keep noticing one thing over and over again. I hear people say they just want someone who can make them laugh. A sense of humor is ranked most important when people talk about what they want in a partner. Now, lest you think this is just my observation alone, it isn't. It's a well-documented cultural trend. In one large-scale survey by the dating site eHarmony, both men and women ranked sense of humor as one of the top qualities they look for in a partner, above physical appearance, shared interests, or even sexual chemistry. Academic research has found much the same. People believe that being able to laugh together is one of the most important things. Now, I'm not against laughter, but is it really that hard to find? I mean, most people have a sense of humor. I don't know anyone who doesn't, and I know a lot of people. What I find rarer is someone who's honest with themselves, grounded, and able to think and feel deeply. And it's those qualities, I believe, that are more desirable and more likely to sustain a lasting relationship. Of course, I know when people say they want someone who makes them laugh, they mean more than just jokes. They mean lightness, connection, not losing sight of joy. And there's something very good in that. But to have it as the top priority in a world full of artifice, curated personas, AI content, misinformation, I can't help thinking that depth, not levity, might be more important. Which brings me to the cross. Today, the Holy Cross is at the center of this Mass, and the cover of the service leaflet puts it plainly. This isn't an attractive image, not in any way that suggests fun. And let's be honest, what stands at the heart of the gospel is not a laugh. What's lifted up is not light, not easy, as serious as death, and a brutal, humiliating death at that. That's what the cross holds before us. The depth and gravity of it don't fit into the world's usual criteria for what is attractive or easy. It isn't here to amuse or charm. It names reality, sorrow, cruelty, and grace, and stands in it, unflinching. It doesn't hide what hurts, and it doesn't cover up with the suggestion that everything's fine. And I wonder what that means for the appeal of religion in today's world. You could certainly offer a version of Christianity that tries to compete on other terms, but would it endure in the face of loss and grief in the long run? Here's what I've been thinking. By all means, let us enjoy laughter and cherish it when we find it. But finding something or someone who meets the world with emotional honesty, who stays present when things fall apart, and who doesn't try to smooth over what can't be fixed, well, that's something else. It is, in fact, the cross, something that tells the truth about suffering, about love, about what survives.